Hi friends, my name is Milan Dolaria. In this video, I will explain you exercise 4.2, question number 5 and question number 6. So let's start it with question number 5. First of all, read this question. The altitude of right triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. If hypotenuse is 13 centimeter, find the other two sides. So here right angle triangle is given. Okay. In right angle triangle, total three things we have. Right. That means one hypotenuse. Okay. That means the opposite side of 90-degree angle. One base and one altitude. Right. In right angle triangle, total three sides we have. That is hypotenuse, base and altitude. Okay. Hypotenuse is given here. Hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. Now we need to find altitude and base. And for altitude, here it is written the altitude of right angle triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. Okay, altitude of right angle triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. So our altitude is depend on the base. Okay, our altitude is depend on base. So we need to assume our base. Okay, so here we need to assume our base. So base of triangle is equals to x centimeter. Okay, assume base of triangle is equals to x centimeter. So altitude, now for altitude, 7 centimeter less than its base. Okay, 7 centimeter less than its base, so we need to subtract 7 from base. Okay, 7 centimeter less than its base, so we need to subtract 7 from our base. So our base is x, we need to subtract 7 from it. So x minus 7 centimeter, it is our altitude. Okay, so our altitude is equals to x minus 7 centimeter. So our right angle triangle, hypotenuse 13 centimeter, base x and altitude x minus 7. Okay, so we can use the Pythagoras theorem here. Okay, so according to Pythagoras theorem, now what is Pythagoras theorem? Square of hypotenuse is equals to sum of square of other two sides. Okay, square of hypotenuse is equals to sum of square of other two sides. So here square of hypotenuse, that means 13. Okay, hypotenuse 13, so 13 square is equals to sum of square of other two sides. So for sum, here we have addition and square of the side. So x square, it is x square only, and x minus 7 all square. Okay, again, first of all, hypotenuse 13 square is equals to sum of, so that we need to use addition process, and square of other two sides. Okay, so one side x square and other side x minus 7, so x minus 7 all square. Okay, so 13 square is equals to x square plus x minus 7 all square. Okay, now we need to simplify this. So square of 13 square, it is 169. Okay, x square remains as it is. Now x minus 7 all square, so here we need to use the identity a minus b all square. Okay, here we need to use the identity a minus b all square. So first of all, here we have 13 x square, x minus 7 all square. So 13 square 169, x square remains as it is. Then we need to use the identity. So identity is x square minus 2xy plus y square. That means first term square, here our first term x, so x square, then negative sign, 2 multiply first term multiply second term, 2 multiply first term x, 2x, 2x multiply 7, 14x. Okay, 2 multiply first term x multiply second term 7, so 7 to the 14x, plus last term square. Last term is 7. 7 square. 7 sevens are 49. Okay. Now here we have 169. X square plus x square. It is 2x square. Okay. X square plus x square. It is 2x square minus 14x plus 49. So here we have 169 is equals to 2x square minus 14x plus 49. Here first of all we need to convert this equation into standard form. So for that we need to transfer this 169 to right hand side. Okay, so here 0 is equals to 2x square as it is minus 14x as it is plus 49 as it is, and if we transfer 169 from left hand side to right hand side, it becomes minus. Okay, so here 0 is equals to 2x square minus 14x. Now here plus minus minus 169 minus 49, it is 120, and big number sign, it is negative. Okay, so finally we get 0 is equals to 2x square minus 14x minus 120. Okay, so here we have 2x square minus 14x plus 120 is equals to 0. Now we can take 2 as a common. Okay, we can take 2 as common. So here we have 2x square minus 14x minus 120. So just take 2 as a common. So we need to cut 2 from here. Here 14x, that means 7 to the. We need to cut this 2. Here 120, that means 60 to the. We need to cut this 2. Okay, because we take 2 as a common, that's why. Now what is remaining here? It is x square. Then in second term we have 1 7, 1 x, so 7x, and at last we have minus 60 is equals to 0. Okay, now we need to transfer this 2 to the right hand side, so it goes to the denominator. Okay, so x square minus 7x minus 60. Now we do not need to use the bracket because the 2 we transfer to the right hand side, that's why. So it goes to the denominator. So 0 by 2, it's again 0, right? That means x square minus 7x minus 60 is equals to 0. This is our required quadratic equation. Okay, now we need to solve this equation. So here x square minus 7x minus 60, coefficient of x square, nothing is present, so we can write 1. Okay, so here 1 and here minus 60, we need to multiply these two numbers. So minus 60 multiply 1, it is minus 60. 60 ones are 60 plus minus minus. Okay, now we need to factorize this 60. Okay, we need to find 2 factor of 60 and we want middle term 7. But here we need to use subtraction process because here our sign is negative. Negative sign we have. Okay, so we need to use subtraction process. Okay, so just find out such that type of factor of 60. If we multiply it, then we get 60. If we subtract it, then we get 7. So it is a 12 5s are 60 and 12 minus 5 7. Okay, 12 5s are 60, 12 minus 5 7. Here negative sign is there, so we need to give different sign to our factors. Here our middle term sign is negative, so this negative sign we need to give to our big factor. Okay, so small factor get opposite sign, that means plus. So our two factors minus 12 plus 5. Okay, so our equation x square minus 7x minus 60 is equals to 0. Our first term remains as it is, x square. Then in place of middle term we need to write our two factor, that is minus 12x plus 5x, and again our last term remains as it is, minus 60 is equals to 0. Okay, we need to split our middle term into two factors. Now from first two terms we can take x as a common. So 1x we need to cut from first term, 1x we need to cut from second term. Okay, so what is remaining? Here x here minus 12. So same bracket we need to write again, x minus 12. Okay, now we need to look for the third term. It is plus 5x. X is already present here, remaining is plus 5. So that plus 5 we need to write before the bracket. Okay, then just check this, 5 multiply x 5x, 12 5 is 60, plus minus minus, so our this step is right. Now we can take x minus 12 as a common. Okay, so x minus 12 common, then what is remaining here? It is x plus 5. Okay, so right now we have two bracket, x minus 12, x plus 5 is equals to 0. So our first bracket is 0, otherwise second bracket is 0. Okay, so x minus 12 is equals to 0, otherwise x plus 5 is equals to 0. Okay, now transfer this minus 12 to right hand side, it becomes plus 12, and transfer this plus 5 to the right hand side, it becomes minus 5. Okay, so x is equals to 12 and x, otherwise x is equals to minus 5. But x, that means our base of triangle, right? Base of triangle, it cannot be negative, right? It is always positive. It is a one side of triangle, so it cannot be negative. That means x is equals to minus 5 is not possible. Okay, so we need to write here x is equals to minus 5 is not possible because length of the side of triangle cannot be negative. So alternately our second value x is equals to 12. Okay, x means our base, so we need to write here base of triangle is equals to 12 centimeter. Okay, we need to find base and altitude both. So base, right now we got 12 centimeter. After that we need to find altitude of triangle. Now initially we assume that altitude is equals to x minus 7. Now put the value of x, that means 12. So 12 minus 7, 5. So altitude is equals to 5 centimeter. Okay, that means our final answer, base of triangle 12 centimeter, altitude of triangle 5 centimeter. Okay, this is our answer. Then question number 6. So first of all, just read this question. A cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It was observed on a particular day that cost of production of each article in rupees was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. Okay, if the total cost of production on that day was rupees 90, find the number of article produced and the cost of each article. Okay, so at last we need to find this, find the number of article produced and the cost of each article. Okay, two things we need to find here, number of article and cost of each article. Okay, so now what we need to assume. So again read the question. A cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It was observed on a particular day that cost of production of each article, okay, cost of production of each article was 3 more than twice the number of article produced. Again, cost of production was 3 more than twice the number of article produced. So here our cost is depend on number of article. Okay, cost is depend on number of article. So we need to assume the number of article produced in a day is equals to x. Okay, assume number of article produced on a particular day is equals to x. Okay, number of article produced on that day, that means on a particular day, is equals to x. Then we can get the cost of each article. Cost of each article, okay, for one article. It is written here 3 more than twice the article produced. So first of all, twice the article produce, it is 2x. Okay, because we assume number of article produce is equals to x. Okay, so twice the number of article produced, that means 2x, and 3 more than, that means plus 3. We need to add 3. Okay, so cost is equals to 2x plus 3, twice the number of article produced plus 3, 3 more than, so 2x plus 3 बराबर, cost is equals to 2x plus 3. So number of article produced x, cost of an each article is 2x plus 3. Okay, then here total cost of production on that day was rupees 90. So total cost of production, it is given here 90. That means if I say 20 article I have, each of rupees 5. So total price is equals to 100, right? Right? 20 multiply 5. If I say I have a 30 article of rupees 4, for each article cost is rupees 4, so total cost is equals to 30 multiply 4, 120. That means for total cost we need to multiply number of articles multiply cost of each article. Okay, number of article multiply cost of each article, so that we get that total cost of production. Okay, these things we need to use here. Okay, so write down here formula, that is total cost is equals to number of articles, here I am write in short form. Okay, number of articles produced in a day multiply cost of each article. Okay, total cost is equals to number of article multiply cost of each article. Now total cost, it is given 90. Okay, total cost of production for a particular day, it is 90. Now number of article that we initially assume x. Okay, and cost of each of article produce, it is, we get here 2x plus 3. Okay, twice and more than 3, so 2x plus 3. Okay, so here we have 90. If we multiply x with this bracket, so x multiplied 2x, it is a 2x square, and plus x multiply 3, it is 3x. So we need to transfer this 90 to the right hand side. Okay, so that we get the standard form. So 2x square plus 3x, and we transfer plus 90 to right hand side, it becomes minus 90 is equals to 0. Okay, if you think about that, 0 is present on the left hand side, so why I am writing in right hand side? Because this is our standard form, we can alter change it. Okay, because right hand side is 0, right hand side is equals to 0, so alternately we can say that 2x square plus 3x minus 90 is equals to 0, both are same. Okay, now we need to solve this quadratic equation. Here we get our standard form. Okay, so first of all, this one coefficient, and here we have minus 90. Okay, so first of all we need to multiply this 2. So 90 multiplied 2, it is 180, and plus minus minus. Okay, 90 to the 180 plus minus minus. Okay, now we need to factorize this 180, and here we need to use subtraction process, and we want answer as a 3. Okay, we need to use the subtraction process, and we want answer of subtraction is equals to 3. That means we need to find such that type of factor. If we multiply it, then we get 180, and if we subtract it, then we get 3. So it is a 15 multiplied 12, because 15 multiplied 12, it is 180, and 15 minus 12, it is 3. Now if you think that how we can get this factor, so you need to try some of the factor of 180, then after that you can get this idea. That means 15 multiplied 12. Okay, you just think You need to think all the factors of 180, then even you can get the idea. Okay. Now here negative sign we have, so we need to give different sign to both this factor. Here our middle term have positive sign, so this positive sign we need to give to our big factor. Okay, so to other factor we need to give different sign, that means we need to give negative sign. Okay, so here we get our two factor plus 15 and minus 12. Okay, 2x square plus 3x minus 180 is equals to 0, right? And we get the two factor 15x minus 12x minus 180 is equals to 0. Now from first two factor 180, from first two factor we can take x as a common. Okay, we can take x as a common, so 1x we need to cut from first term and 1x we need to cut from second term. So here we have 2x and here 15 is remaining, so 2x plus 15. Now same bracket we need to write again 2x plus 15, and just look over, we need to look for the third term. Okay, here we have minus 12. Here 2x is present in the bracket, but we want minus 12. Here it is not plus 2, but it is minus 12. Okay, so first of all we need to put here minus sign. 2 is already present in the bracket, so 2 6 are 12, so that we need to write here 6 and x is already present. Okay, here our third term is minus 12x, but here in bracket we have 2x, so outside we need to put 6, so that 6 to the 12x and 15 6 are 180 plus minus minus, okay, is equals to 0. Now we can take this bracket as a common. Okay, so in one bracket 2x plus 15 and in other bracket what is remaining, x minus 6. Okay, so 2x plus 15 in one bracket and x minus 6, it is in second bracket, is equals to 0. So here our first bracket is 0, otherwise second bracket is 0. So first bracket 2x plus 15 is equals to 0, otherwise second bracket x minus 6 is equals to 0. Now for finding out x, transfer this 15 to the right hand side, so it becomes negative, and for finding out x we need to transfer this 2 to the right hand side, so 15 by minus 15 by 2. And in second case, if we transfer this minus 6 to the right hand side, it becomes plus 6. Okay, so here we get our two answer, x is equals to minus 15 and x is equals to 6. But here x, it is our production of article, right? So we cannot product our article in a negative number. Okay, so negative number is not possible for the number of article produced. Okay, so x is equals to minus 15 by 2 is not possible. Okay, number of article produced, it cannot be negative number, it is always positive number. Okay, so x is equals to minus 15 by 2, it is not possible, so we need to take x is equals to 6. Okay, x is equal to 6, so what we get, number of article produced on the particular day is equals to 6. Okay, and other thing, that is cost of production, and initially we've written that cost of production is equals to 2x plus 3. Now put the value of x. Okay, so 6 to the 12 plus 3. Okay, so 12 plus 3, it is 15. Okay, so our two answer, number of article produced is equals to 6 and cost of production of each of article is equals to rupees 15. Here in this PDF they assume cost of production is equals to x, but we use different method. Okay, that's why it is written here 90 by 15, but we get direct value, that means 6, that is our x. Okay, because in this PDF they assume cost of production is equals to x. but I am using different method. Okay, so don't be confused here. So here our exercise 4.2 is complete. If you have any doubt, so just write down in comment section. Okay, thank you.